Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Moi, and if you're someone that's trying to get into tech and you want to build your portfolio, in this video I'll walk you through the step-by-step process on how you can do it, and by the end of it you would have your first portfolio project idea and exactly how to build it. So let's get right into the video. So the first step is to start simple. One of the first things you do as a junior developer is you create your first project, and most times, at least in my case, it was Hello World. I remember the feeling I had when I was creating this project. I was like, oh, I could create Hello World projects, and it was such an exciting time. So this is something you need to remember. You need to start simple, come up with projects like a calculator app, a to-do app, a personal website. Starting small eventually helps you to build momentum on much bigger projects. So start small and then build on that. Moving on to the next step. Now, at this point, you already know if you have a preference for front-end development, back-end development, or mobile development. Now, for a case of someone that is a front-end developer, you already know that your beginner stack is HTML and CSS. So you need to pick your tools. And then for a back-end developer, it will be .NET. There will also be IDEs that you can choose from. A mobile developer would pick, say, Flutter, React, or any other preference that they want. So you need to pick your tools and also decide on the IDE that you want to work with, and then move on to the next step. The next step is to plan before you code. I cannot say this enough. It is very important that you plan before you code. Now, take for instance, you want to build a particular simple project. One of the first things you need to decide is what exactly would this project do? What features would be in it, and what would it look like at the end? Let's take for instance a simple to-do application. You need to plan and ask yourself questions like, what features will be in it? Should a user be able to add a task, delete a task, or mark a task as complete? So it is very important that you don't miss this particular step of planning before you actually go on to work fully on the project. So the next step is to build it step by step. You need to break down your project. So now you've already gone through the planning phase, and now you need to actually build it. You need to break this into smaller segments. If you know you are building if you're a front-end developer that is building a project, you need to break down what you want to do. For instance, you know that you'll be using HTML to build the layout, and then CSS to style it, and then putting in functionality using JavaScript. So this is the step that comes after you've made the plan. The next step is to upload your simple project online. A project is not useful to you if you keep it local to you. If no one is able to see it, then it's just for your eyes. So it's very important that you put it on. There are simple options that you can upload to. You can upload your project to GitHub and make it a public repository for people to see. This also adds to your portfolio. You can also deploy to, say for a front-end project, you can deploy it to Netlify. So there are many options, but you need to put your project out there. This is how you start to build your portfolio. So now the next step is to repeat and repeat. Now you've done this over time. You start from a simple project, you move on to a more complex project. You do this over and over again, start stacking on projects, see problems that are out there, and how you can resolve it in a simple project that you put together, and then start this. With this being done, you are building up your portfolio. You are building up a way by which when people ask you what you've done, you can show just exactly what you have put out there. And this is exactly how people build portfolios that go on to have many, many projects. So just to summarize on everything we've said so far, you need to start small, build a simple project. If you're a beginner that's just entered the world of tech and you have an interest in coding, you need to start small, pick a simple project, start simple with that, and then keep iterating on it. There are times that you face issues, there are times that you face bugs, but this is definitely part of the process. Build on that, continue and continue. Over time, you move from a small project to a medium and then a large project, and then you're actually solving real world problems. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the content, subscribe for more, and see you in my next video.